Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are releasing this week, so I thought I may as well recap 6 things you should know before playing the games. This video is going to include spoilers of the gameplay, of Pokemon that are exclusive to each game, and also just settings or features that are included that haven't been revealed in trailers yet. If you guys want to keep watching the video, let me know down below what your favorite feature that's been revealed is, and if you're excited to play these games. I certainly am, but I'll catch you guys at the end of the video with an announcement. My name is Toxpicity and I'm a content creator here on YouTube, and I also stream on Twitch. I'm going to be playing through Pokemon Violet this Friday and I'm super excited. Stream's going to start around 10 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time, Friday the 18th. I know it's going to be weird for a lot of American time zones, but I'll post in my Discord and also in the comments below so you guys have an exact date. The first feature or first thing I want to discuss in this video is the Pokemon Home and Pokemon Go compatibility. So that's going to be coming in early 2023, and at the moment it doesn't have a dedicated time or date locked in. So all these Pokemon that are available in-game are the only Pokemon that are going to be available until Pokemon Home is released, but then there's going to be opportunity to transfer as many Pokemon as you want to these games as long as they're compatible. So Pokemon like Charizard, Greninja, and other starters, they're going to be available via Home, but not available in-game. So we're going to have to wait quite some time to get some of these Pokemon unless you manage to get them in raids, but that is a feature in-game that may take a while to get. So the next feature I want to talk about is shinies. So shinies are available in Scarlet and Violet, and shiny Pokemon are able to spawn in the overworld, but they don't make sounds unless you battle them. So you're going to be on the lookout for different colored Pokemon and the shiny Pokemon that you want to pick, and it's going to be quite hard to find because they're not going to make any noises. So starters are going to be shiny locked, which is unfortunate, but you can breed them to get a shiny starter. The Masuda method is available, but breeding has changed, and there's a new picnic feature, which I have discussed in another video. You can check that out below. But this is going to be really cool. I feel like this feature is going to be great. Shinies are awesome, and Pokemon Legends of Arceus really nailed it on the head when they had overworld shinies. It just is a little bit of a shame they don't make any sounds, but I'm sure we're going to find them regardless. A massive change in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is that there's no more day and night cycles depending on your switch time. So there's going to be a dynamic time system which doesn't conform with the 24-hour time period. Time and day is going to come quicker in these games and are going to cycle through automatically. There are going to be hidden events that apply with these time zones, so I guess this is a good change. So the time won't matter to what you have set on your Switch. Even if you change the time, the only time that matters is the in-game time. I'm guessing there's going to be beds similar to Pokemon Legends of Arceus that allow you to sleep through certain periods of time, but there's no way to switch the time on your Switch and switch it in-game. I'm guessing we might have to AFK or just use the beds like I just mentioned. One massive feature that's missing in this game, and I'm quite disappointing is not in the game, is level scaling. So some Pokemon and trainers will have higher level Pokemon, but the game does not scale depending on how many gyms or how far in the story you are. So you can get destroyed by other trainers with high level Pokemon if you just go and explore the world and end up in the wrong area. It is an open world to an extent, and some gyms, Pokemon, and trainers will be easier depending on where you go first. As you play through the games, trainers will increase in difficulty, and you will be able to find harder Pokemon, but they are in areas that are exclusive to later games and after you've actually beat the gyms. There is a set order the gyms are to be completed in. I am not sure what they are at this stage, but level scaling is a massive issue, and I really wish it was in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. A cool feature that Scarlet and Violet have is that you can get older game exclusives depending on what save files you have on your Switch. So if you have an older save data on your Switch from Legends of Arceus, Diamond or Pearl, or the Let's Go games, you'll be able to find an NPC which will give you cases for your phone. We saw this with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl with Mew and Jirachi, depending if you had the Let's Go games and Sword and Shield on your Switch. But you can switch the cases during the game, and there's a bunch of new skins available to pick once you unlock them. The Rotom phone will be aesthetically pleasing towards the user, and this is an amazing feature that they've added. So the last feature I want to talk about, or the last thing I want to talk about in this video, is that there are a lot of version exclusives. So Ceruledge and Armorage are just 2 of them, but there are a lot of different past forms which are in Scarlet and future forms which are in Violet. The professors are also version exclusives, which I didn't know. Tyranitar is going to be in both games, but with Violet having a past version of Tyranitar, Salamence is another Pokemon that's going to be in both games, but with a future version being in Pokemon Scarlet. There are just two Pokemon that are going to be in both games, with one getting a form change in the opposite game. Donphan is going to be available in both games with a past and future form exclusive for both of them, which is really cool. Here are another list of other Pokemon that are going to be exclusives in each game, with some really cool Pokemon being noted, like Gallade. Gallade is going to be in Pokemon Violet and is going to be getting a future form as well, which is incredible. Another thing to note with the version exclusives is that if you play Cooperative with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet connected at the same time, Pokemon are going to be able to spawn in both games. So if you have a friend that has Scarlet and you have Violet, you're going to be able to find Pokemon from both in your games, which is really cool. So you don't have to just transfer this Pokemon over. You can find them in the wild. The Paradox past and future forms are probably the coolest Pokemon that are being announced, and there's important differences in both. They're on the screen right now for you to have a look, so this is definitely going to change my selection. I'm rolling with Pokemon Violet just because I think the future forms are really cool, but I'm really excited to jump into this and just see them all for myself. So there you have it. There are 6 features that are going to be in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and 6 things you need to know before you buy the games. This has definitely been on my mind when picking what game I'm going to go with, but I've been wanting to play Pokemon Violet all along, and I'm going to be sticking that out. So let me know down below what game you guys are going to be playing and why. Is there a certain Pokemon that you want to use, or are you just a fan of the color differences? Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.